Hiya. Welcome to the anti-politics video Joey performance show. The Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. This is the lonely politician's friend. I think nobody, I'm a political atheist, as you probably know, and the worst thing of all is to watch television and see all these things that are going on with everything that everybody hates, and nobody likes anything. What they do on TV locally is put on the police blotter directly. There's no regard for anything. We turned America into a courtroom, and the viewers are the jury. We try people on television before they even get into the real court and into the real system, except for that Mike Flynn. There's a guy who lied, and they want to have him run the Trump campaign again. Hello, come on. Are we all just, are we stupefied? Is that what we are? And this race thing has gotten so ridiculous. I mean, you know, the only race I care about is NASCAR. Hi, Bubba. Hi, Bubba Wallace. How are you? The race card, they call it. What's a race card? If you use one of the words that you're a racist. Well, first of all, I am a guy who worked famously on Star Wars, okay? Do we got a reflection here? Okay. The original Star Wars. I was the creative director at 20th Century Fox. In the original Star Wars is a cantina bar scene where people from all planets gathered in a bar to have a drink or to socialize, as they call it, social networking. They didn't Zoom, they didn't FaceTime. They actually went in each other's face with all these ridiculous looking people. To us, they're ridiculous looking. Now, if we want to picture an alien in this society, we usually think of someone who has a horn sticking out of his nose, or you know, a baby stuck to his stomach. I mean, people are in all shapes, all sizes, but you know, the color is really the least of the problems. I do everything I can to go to a spa and get a tan. So and the reason why people miss the beach is because they want to look more cosmetic. You know, you want to vanity strikes. So what do we try to do? We try to look dark. That's why people do. We spend half our time trying to look young and dark, and then the rest of our time just getting old and stupid. So I don't know. That's not everybody. And, you know, I mean, even the movies, they want to take down the Gone with the Wind. And Ted Turner, if you recall, when he bought the MGM library, when he had the Turner Classics initially, when he had CNN, which is not owned by him anymore, as I think you know. But he had a film division with MGM. He bought the film library, and he started to colorize the black and white films. So I said, you know, this is the guy that's going to screw around with The Wizard of Oz. And take that one black and white scene and make it color, which ruins the whole picture, you know. And Gone with the Wind, I mean, come on. Hattie McDaniel, or what's her name? She won the Oscar with great acting. And the color purple. What are we doing? You want to erase history so you don't have any bad reminders? Well, let's start with the Revolutionary War. Take down all those statues. Take down everybody who was ever anything. The Tea Party in Boston. Let's put all of these things away, and then you begin where you are. How self-centered. This is the most self-centered act in the world, is for me to think that I am the beginning. and frankly, at my age, I'm the end. I'm not even the end. You know, I have the key to the door, but I have to leave it to someone else. And everything is black or white now, and we've gotten away from everything to focus on this, including the idea that the virus is not black or white, and it doesn't favor old people or black people. That's bull. It favors whoever it attacks. If you breathe in the wrong direction and you're carrying that thing, you're going to catch it. Why are we going through all of these moves that we think that you can make a demonstration and nobody's going to catch it? Whoever thought that was okay to go out and march during this pandemic? The time to march is not after that. You know, with the chokehold on the cop, from the cop, that needed to be handled very well in the court system and in the police system, and they did need to change. And we do need to object and show our disdain and have a revision. Police need to be a little bit more understanding, and black people need to have a little more respect for the police. It's an obvious exchange. Now, how are you going to get people to do that? You can't force anybody to do anything, or you can't tell someone what to do, because then they get violent, and and they go the other way anyway. Nobody's going to change you. You have to change yourself. And with the help of people who are giving you some assistance, you might be able to change. Like, the 12-step program in Alcoholics Anonymous doesn't tell you that you're black or you're short or you're a lesbian. It doesn't say anything. It just says, you're drunk. You want to drink? Then you're not going to be sober. So here it is. Don't drink. That's it. And same thing here. Don't drink of the racial disease. I think I may have told you this before. I had, on one of my Zooms, I did George Albano. It's still on YouTube. And I talked to him about when he was presented an award at the Harvard Club by the Prince of Ethiopia, who happened to stay at my house in Harlem. I had a townhouse in Harlem, and he stayed in my place with his wife. And he was an Ethiopian prince. He didn't want to know from African American. And he was in Harlem, and he's African. He did not want to know from that. He just wanted to know he's Ethiopian. Interested in being Ethiopian. And every black person I knew who lived in Harlem was American. Just simply American. Now, everything is black and white. Even my kids. We've gone to black and white. It's a black or white issue. I'm telling you, it's upside down. And you got to turn it over. Is it over? As who was it that said that? Famous baseball player. It ain't over till it's over. Who was it? There we go. Now I'm horizontal. I was vertical before. Who was it that said it ain't over till it's over? Geez, I forgot. I know it was a famous guy from the New York Yankees. He was the manager of the team. Have I given you enough hints? Stay off of Jeopardy. It's a Reynolds Wrap